Welcome to Top 10 Archive. The world around us is a work of art, every country acting as a canvas for eye to see. In this video, we're going to take a look at 10 places from around the world that are just so beautiful and extraordinary that you must first visit them for yourself in order to appreciate their true beauty. Number 10. Hitachi Seaside Park in Japan. Ibaraki, Japan is home to one of the most beautiful beds of flowers in the world. Covering a vast expanse of approximately 190 hectares or 470 acres, it's one of the most beautiful and magnificent sites of tulips in the world. Baby blue eyes also grow in abundance here, especially during the spring months when some 4.5 million bloom each year. This serves as a great tourist attraction for anyone visiting Japan. Cycling trains also surround the property, along with a Ferris wheel for any of the young ones who are tired of staring at fields of flowers. Number 9. Bonn, Germany's Cherry Blossom Street. Visiting Bonn, Germany's Cherry Blossom Avenue is an unforgettable and breathtaking experience. It's an easy 5 minutes walk from Beethoven's home, another spectacular sight to see for fans of the arts. During the 1980s, the city planted these ornamental Japanese trees on both sides of the narrow way known as the Heerstrasse. Each year, often around mid-April, millions of pink flower buds appear on the previously barren trees. After 2 to 3 weeks, the petals will begin to fall like snow in a pink winter wonderland, as one source closely describes. Number 8. The Tianqi Mountains of China. Located in the Hunan province of China are the picturesque Tianqi Mountains. The tallest summit is approximately 1,260 meters or 4,130 feet above sea level. These thin rock formations stretch up as far as the eye can see over an area of 40 kilometers or 25 miles. Any tourist will tell you that the best way to view this beautiful sea of tree-covered rocks is to tour the Tianqi Mountains in a cable car. One source claims that these odd designs were created naturally some 400 million years ago from quartz sandstone from the Earth's crust rising at irregular intervals. Number 7. Lake Hillier in Australia. Lake Hillier is a sizable saline lake on the edge of Middle Island in the Recherche Archipelago region of Western Australia. The lake is nearly 2,000 feet or 600 meters from end to end and 820 feet or 250 meters across. What makes Lake Hillier so well known and a very unique place to visit is the pink color of its water. This is a constant phenomenon and not altered by removing a sample and storing it in a container. Denaliella salina, a type of halophile green microalgae, is believed to be the source of its pink color. Although salt content levels are unbelievably high, it is in fact safe to swim in. The best way to reach Lake Hillier is via a helicopter ride. Number 6. Germany's Dark Forest. This is the setting for quite a number of Grimm's Brothers fairy tales, including The Six Swans and The Frog Prince. Also known as Schwarzwald, the area gets its name from the haunting canopy of evergreens which seem to block out much of the sun's light. Hills, valleys, rivers, and of course, heavy tree populations are some of the most noticeable characteristics of the Black Forest. Schwarzwald stretches across many miles from the German town of Baden-Baden to the Swiss border and beyond. Words can't fully describe the location's overwhelming, sinister feel, making the Black Forest one of those immensely beautiful yet haunting places nature has blessed us with. Number 5. The Nica Mines of Mexico. The Nica Mine is a lead, zinc, and silver producer in the Mexican state of Chihuahua. It is best known for enormous gypsum crystals found deep within the cavern. What has become known as the Cave of Crystals is located approximately 1,000 feet or 300 meters below the limestone surface. As one source describes in rather technical terms, these crystals were born as a result of hydrothermal fluids originating from magma chambers below the cavern. The largest crystals in the cave are around 4 feet or 1.2 meters in diameter and 50 feet or 15 meters long. Sadly, because of the fear of vandalism and theft, the caves are closed to the public. Number 4. Mendenhall Ice Caves in Juneau, Alaska. The Mendenhall Glacier is a 12-mile or 19-kilometer-long partially hollow sheet of ice not far from Juneau, Alaska. The only way to access its caves is by kayaking to a certain opening and then climbing over much of the glacier to an access point. Once inside, you will find sea blue-lit rooms whose walls are made entirely of ice. This is one of the few places on Earth where you can experience every stage of the water cycle at once. It has been monitored since 1942, and ever since 1958, it has receded almost 2 miles or 3.2 kilometers. If you ever get the chance, this would be quite the place for a marriage proposal. Just saying. Number 3. The Tunnel of Love in Ukraine. The Tunnel of Love is the passageway for undoubtedly one of the most romantic train rides in the world. This beautiful stretch in Klevin, Ukraine is just 3 kilometers or 1.8 miles long, yet it serves a very unique purpose. A train passes through this green corridor lined with trees and vegetation 3 times a day, delivering timber to a nearby fiberboard factory. It's hard to say what time of year the tunnel is most beautiful. Some would argue that winter is the best time of year to visit, with snow resting on the branches of countless trees. During the summer, you can only imagine the sight of so many greens and the fresh, beautiful smell they let into the air. Number 2. Yangtze Danxia National Park in China. The unusual colors of the Danxia landform were created over 24 million years ago, with the first layer of Cretaceous terrain being laid around 80 million years ago, and come as a result of red sandstone and mineral deposits being stacked for all this time, along with the combination of wind and rain, both major sources of erosion. It has also become known as the Rainbow Mountains. The movement of tectonic plates have attributed to the wave pattern seen throughout the Danxia landform. A very peculiar feature of the Danxia landform is the creation of various caves of all different sizes and shapes. In 2010, several of the southern Chinese landscapes were inscribed as a World Heritage Site. There are few sites quite as breathtaking as these hills, which appear to have been made as a result of giant buckets of paint pouring over the land. Number 1. The sparkling luminescent waters of the Maldives. Vadhu Island has been described correctly as a location where heaven can be found on earth. As night falls upon the sandy beaches, the waves begin to glow and emit an eerie blue light which can be seen for miles. The best way to describe this phenomenon is watching thousands of tiny stars washing up on shore. What is the cause of this beautiful display, you may ask? It is quite simple, really. The scene comes as a result of plankton which has evolved to glow in order to protect them from potential predators. Visitors to the Maldives record having the best luck at seeing this rare event from July to February, especially during a new moon because the darkness of the sky helps intensify the light. Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like, and share the link for this video with all your friends on your favorite social media sites. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.